Hi.
I was just laughing.
That's
Uh,
like,
just laughing. You just totally look like an old man, just sitting there with your head tilted. It's your glasses on. Shit, that's funny. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Rez Hockey. This is episode 117. We're getting up there, man.
yeah.
So yeah, welcome to this week's show. Lots to talk about, lots going on in the hockey world,
Yeah.
especially uh that includes Indigenous hockey players that are still playing in their playoffs. So we have a good show this week. Today is Tuesday,
May
May 28th.
8th. Yes,
So this month went by really fast.
it did.
So yeah, looking forward to this week's show. Our guest for this week, he is from Whitehorse, Yukon,
Oh,
and he currently goes to school and plays hockey at Plattsburgh University for the Cardinals. Plattsburgh is in New York, upstate New York, I guess you can call it. So, oh yeah, his name, I forgot to almost say his name. Lucas Jirousek. That
Jirousek.
was
Yeah. I would have
Jirousek.
Jirousek.
So Lucas recently played for the Kainai Braves at the Freddie. Had a really good tournament. Personally, he did. Man, this kid did it all. He was PK, PP,
Yeah.
5-on-5, 4-on-4. Yeah, he really came out of his
Shell.
yeah shell. I was gonna say shadow, but you don't come out of your shadow.
No.
So, but yeah, he had an excellent tournament. I think it was a good confidence booster for him. Just knowing that because you play against a lot of pro players, right? So just I think it showed him that he could keep up with those guys, which is
Yeah.
good because I think he wants to play pro once he's done college next year. So I think he could do it. He was really
Yeah.
good. Can't It's hard to say no to a kid who's like 6'3", 6'4",
Yeah.
215, 220 who could skate and just give her right. So
Yeah.
good interview, good kid. So that will be on the next part of the show.
Yeah.
Do you have any shout outs for this week, for this week's episode?
Mm, nope.
I just want to give a shout out to former guest of the show, Justin Knockbar, Nacho, as they call him. Uh, Kansas City Mavericks, the team that he plays for in the East Coast, made it all the way to the Kelly Cup Finals. They won the Western Conference Finals, so
Oh,
he'll be in. He's going to the show
yes.
championship, so good for him.
Excellent. Yeah.
Um, and- I mean, he was one of the. He's a player that I always enjoy watching, so it was I'm happy for him that he wasn't at the Freddie, but at the same time, I was kind of
Yeah.
hoping to see him play. But I'm happy that he gets to play still with his team, and they're on. They're waiting for the winner of the Adirondack in Florida series. So, and that's plays tonight, Game 6 tonight. So that should be interesting. Um, NHL playoffs are still happening. Let's talk about your Edmonton Oilers.
Let's
Go
talk
ahead.
about them. Well, they started off game one, gave us everybody hope, and then it seems like they're not playing a full 60 minutes at all. Like last night, they played the full first 20 minutes, and then they just didn't have the killer instinct like they did against LA. Or I don't know. Something's got to
W-
give.
Is it like their second and like they only have? Is it just their one line scoring, or is it just
It seems like it right
inconsistent like everyone else other than Draisaitl and Hyman and McDavid?
now. The energy line tied it up last night. With like 30 seconds left in the second. Connor Brown, Adam Henrik, and that guy named Dylan.
Yeah, that was a nice pass, Connor
Yeah.
Brown.
Mm-hmm. So it's not really the first line that has to produce. Like They are producing. It just doesn't just yeah, they're just running. They're just not going all out. Dallas Stars, you can see their engines. They just keep going and going and going and going until the end of the 60-minute period, and then after that, Edmonton's way behind them.
What about your boy Darnell Nurse? What is he like a minus nine? I said
he
minus.
he said nine. There's an interesting stat this morning I read. Out of all the defensemen in the NHL playing the playoffs, he has 18 goals scored against 5-on-5. The next closest defenseman has 12.
Like what is he like? What can the Oilers do with that guy?
I
Buy him
don't know.
out?
They can buy him out, I think. I
But
don't
you
know.
still get like three-quarter of his
Yeah,
quarters of his contract still, which is like 6 million.
yeah,
Wow.
it's quite a bit.
What about the Bush bomb? No Bush bombs?
No Bush bomb lately.
I watched some of it last night and he had a couple of chances and he just missed the net.
I
All you can hear is just that plexiglass sound.
yeah.
So the Bush bomb. I mean, other than that, like Bouchard and that what is that one Swedish?
Matthias Ekholm.
Yeah, other than those two, like you guys have no scoring on D.
There's no offensive D back there.
You guys might be in trouble.
Like a constant quarterback. Yeah, I know.
Just like what Rob Cardinal said that you guys Skinner might be the problem.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys got to call up Jack Campbell.
You never know.
Do you think so?
Or put in Pickard. Pickard.
Picard. Oh yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Kevin Roberts for this nice hoodie that I got.
Oh yeah.
Larage 89ers.
89ers.
Bush has one too, but he's
Yeah.
not wearing one.
No.
And my hat, my RR goaltending, Roddy Ross
Marty
goaltending.
Ross. Yeah. I see it.
Sometimes I feel too old wearing hats, like the straight. So I try to bend it, but not too much where I'm
Yeah.
ruining the hat. So do guys our age look funny when they wear hats like this?
No.
The straight
Just a straight brim? No, I don't
yeah.
think so.
No? How come you don't wear one then?
I just never got into that style.
Oh,
No. I like the old fashioned baseball.
I know
Like,
that's how I am too.
yeah.
I grew up wearing hats my whole life and just you should get a hat like this and just wear it. We'll see how it goes. What about the Eastern Conference? As I think New York's starting to pick it up, and
Yeah.
they're starting to be too much for the Florida Panthers.
Oh, I know. Well, they're
Like,
it's 2 in Florida right now, but I think the Rangers are you right? I think there's only so much our cousin can do.
Blake Wheeler almost need a knee hit with Montour tonight.
Oh man.
Montour kind of just got out of the way last second. That would have been really
Oh.
like a Charlie horse kind of hit. But Montour is like, I don't know, he's not really having like this playoff series like he did last year.
I know.
He kind of, I don't know, he kind of toned it down a bit, even in the regular season, right?
Yeah.
He didn't score as much, but I guess stats are not everything. Personal stats aren't everything, right? But would be nice for him to kind of pick it up into points. I don't even have a playoff hockey pool anyway, so I don't care if he scores or not.
Yeah, I never. When was the last playoff pool you were in?
Playoff pool. Oh, geez, that
Yeah.
was a long time ago.
Yeah.
How about you?
Probably maybe 10 years.
Did they even have
Oh,
internet back then?
Dial up.
So do you think your orders are done?
No. I think they're gonna I want them to turn around. I really do.
You don't sound confident.
I know I'm not.
Last night after the Oilers lost, I made an Instagram post.
I know.
I tagged Bush, Judd Blackwater, Colton Yellowhorn, and the Jirousek bros, Sash and Luke, because they're all Oiler fans. And the only one that commented was Judd, and Wasey commented. Wasey's a Flames fan, and he just laughed.
Yeah.
Uh, but no one else, none of the other Oiler fans commented.
No.
He goes, Judd goes, ha ha ha, McDavid heating up. So that's funny. Um, yeah, Colton saw the post, he didn't say nothing.
No.
Then Luke goes, oh no. So then Sash did comment. He goes, oil in 7.
Oh.
So it's pretty funny. I've been watching a Memorial Cup too. I'm just watching a fight right now with Max McHugh.
Okay.
He fought against. Did he fight again tonight? Yeah, or yesterday he fought London Knights against Moose Jaw Warriors. Max is from the community of Ab Abenaki Odanak First Nation, which is in Quebec. Abenaki Odanak.
Yep. That sounds
Uh,
like
sounds about right. He's a pretty good player with London Knights, and he's a draft pick of the Ducks. I think the Ducks. Holy jeez, that's a pretty good fight. I'll send it to you on Instagram. Wow, good for him. You don't see too many fights in the Memorial Cup, right? Because
no.
you get only what 3 round robin games in. So that's a pretty bold statement to fight in the Memorial Cup. There's 3 Indigenous players playing the Memorial Cup. You got with the host team, Saginaw Spirit, or yeah, Saginaw Spirit. You got Lincoln Moore from Garden River First Nation with Moose Jaw Warriors. You got Pavel McKenzie from Cumberland House Cree Nation, then with Max McHugh from London Knights. So it's good. So I think 3 of those, well, London and Saginaw will make it to the playoffs the next round. So
Mhm.
you'll have at least 2 Indigenous players out of 3. So you got Drummondville and Drummondville and Moose Jaw playing right now. They're both 0-2 teams, so one team will win and make it to the semis.
Mhm.
Do you like that concept? Like 4 teams in the Memorial Cup. First place gets a bye to the finals. 2 and 3 plays in the semis, then fourth goes home. Or should it be 1 and 4, 2 and 3?
Oh.
So
No, I kind of like that format.
the 1 and 4 and 2 and
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, I
no, no.
don't.
The one, and then the 4 goes home, and then 2 and 3 play each other. The
Yeah,
best,
I
the best,
guess.
or the what's Men in Black? Best of the best of the best, sir.
Yeah, I guess, right?
Yeah.
If you win, you earn that way. You earn your ticket to the finals, right?
Mhm.
Because they London, no, I don't even know who came in first. I don't think their round robin's done yet, but one team will finish 3-0. So that's, I guess you're right. So, do you watch much of the Memorial Cup? I haven't
No,
lately.
not really. No.
I mean, it's on TSN now. It used to be on Sportsnet. So, yeah, I haven't been really watching much of the Memorial Cup. Not even hockey in general, really. Ever since you notice that, like when your team loses in the playoffs, you really don't continue
Yeah.
to watch it. Like maybe I'll watch the finals, but not like the rounds previous.
No. I would. Yeah. Whenever Edmonton got knocked out, really didn't care, except for last year because our cousin Zach was there.
Oh yeah, geez. Interesting history facts. 18 years ago today, on this day in hockey history, May 27th, 2006. The Edmonton Oilers beat the Ducks 2-1 in Game 6 to advance to the Stanley Cup Finals and eliminate Anaheim, becoming the first 8th seed in NHL history to advance to the Stanley Cup Final in the process. Interesting.
Yeah.
So how many years is that ago?
That's
18?
2006.
18 years ago? Are you still bitter from
Very.
the 18?
Yeah, because Andrew Ladd ran every starting goalie that they played from Carolina. If Andrew Ladd had not ran Rolson, Edmonton Oilers would have won the cup that year.
You think so?
I'm positive. Yeah.
Who was their backup again? Ty Conklin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, true. Jason Smith was the goalie. There's a picture of Jason Smith. 8th seed to make it all the way to the finals. Wow.
Mhm.
And you guys haven't been back since.
No.
So, that's when they had like Mike Pekka, Chris Pronger,
Yeah. Yeah.
Rafi Torres. How come Torres didn't go step on anyone? He
Um,
should have started back then.
that
Was he
yeah.
was he the one? No, that's Matt Cook that used to step on people.
Yeah. Yeah. Rafi Torres has played like a loose cannonball after he left Edmonton, though.
He got some pretty dumb suspensions.
Yeah. He used to leave his feet a lot when he went to hit people.
He should have did that with Edmonton.
Yeah. He had Sergei Samsonov was on that roster.
Do you like that Oilers jersey, like the dark blue, like
Yeah.
the
I like that crest, that Oiler, that
that
worker crest on the shoulder.
oh right, yeah, that was pretty cool. Jason Smith was the captain.
Yeah.
That was after he left Toronto, eh? I think so.
And then
Not the Jason Smith that was on the show. That's from OCN.
Yeah. From Toronto. Yeah. And then the next year he went to Philly.
He was a first round draft pick with New Jersey. Hey, he was pretty high. I thought he was a born player. I just want to give a shout out to Scotty Daniels if he's listening. Oh,
Yeah.
he's been sending me videos and pictures of his trip to Japan. I think he's just rubbing it in now because I was asking him to take me on the trip to be to help out with the hockey camp, and I guess obviously he said no. Well, he didn't really say no. He just kind of laughed when I asked him. So now he just sends me a bunch of pictures and videos. So
it is at the time of recording, it is 11:20 a.m. in Japan. So
he was probably up maybe 6 hours ago with that old man syndrome waking up. Scotty Daniels. Yeah, Sid messaged because I posted a Instagram story of his autograph picture.
Oh yeah.
And Sid said that we were blowing up his head. LOL. So it's all in good fun.
Yeah.
We love the Daniels family. But yeah, let's anything else? Game.
I am gonna
Bush is at work. You could tell by his background when you watch this on YouTube. He's at his office. He's working hard.
Yeah.
Hey, geez, it's like 9. It's like after 9 o'clock, and you're still at work. You're very dedicated. Very dedicated. Same score still at my TV. I live on. I have to use Starlink right now in my TV box, cable box. I guess it's not even working. It's starting to annoy me.
Yeah. It's still 2-1 for Florida.
I wonder how the ice is in Florida during like May and June.
Yeah.
Is there like the ice on Sundays where it's just really crappy and
shoot up?
Like when we went skating at the Belcher Arena on that Wednesday, the ice was already crappy and it was like so hot on that.
I couldn't get going.
That's why. It was the temperature and the ice condition.
Plus our skates were, they just I had a lot of things going against me that free agent tryout. So I just that's not who I am out there.
I like how people were serious and like people
Yeah.
thought we were serious. Like there was one video clip where I tried to do backwards crossovers and I was just doing it just to make fun and people thought I
Yeah.
was serious doing it. It's like, no, it's all fun and games. Trying to be a little bit comical, but
Yeah.
I wonder if that would ever, do you think that would ever happen? Like a free agent camp a day before a big tourney like the Freddie? Do you think that would work? Like, okay, we're having a free agent camp. Show up if you're not playing on a team yet. Managers and coaches who need an import will be at the skate.
That's not too far fetched, really.
It'd be like that movie with Mark Wahlberg
Oh
when
yeah.
he's played for
No.
tryout for the Philadelphia Eagles.
What was that called again?
Uh, uh, I can't
I can
remember.
see it.
Mark Wahlberg meets check. That is Mark Wahlberg though, eh?
Yeah. Unbelievable. Unbreakable. No.
Wahlberg. Invincible.
Invincible.
How the Philadelphia Eagles had an open tryout and Mark Wahlberg's character made the
Vince
team.
Papali.
Vince Papali. That was actually a pretty good football movie.
There's a little bit of history with the coach Dick Vermeil. Vermeil?
Vermeil.
There, yeah, there's another one. True story. It's called. Oh, geez, I actually just watched it the other day. It's with the guy who plays Shazam.
Shaquille O'Neal.
No,
It wasn't Shaq in a
no,
movie called Shazam.
what's it him? Um, Hang on. It's called American Underdog: The Story of Kurt Warner.
Oh yeah, that was a good movie too.
Dick Vermeil is also involved with selecting Kurt Warner.
Oh, that's right. When
Yeah,
with St. Louis. Yeah, that was
yeah,
a good movie. I liked
that
it.
was a really good movie. Yeah.
Oh, Shazam, like the superhero movie. I thought you like Shazam, like Shaquille O'Neal, like that early night, like the 90s movie.
My God.
Shazam. That was I'm just Googling it now. Shazam is a movie about like Shaquille O'Neal was a genie. 1996. It's funny. I thought it was you were talking about that one. Shit. It's funny how I just reacted really fast and knew the answer to that.
I know.
If I was on Jeopardy, I'd totally win that question.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we just want to give a shout out and congratulations to former guest of the show, Maya Hedricks. She was
Oh
named
yeah.
alternate captain for your
Bemidji State.
alma mater,
Yeah,
Bemidji
Bemidji State
State.
Beavers.
So I think she's gonna be a no, she'll be a junior this year, right?
Yeah.
It goes what freshman, sophomore, junior, senior,
Yes.
and she was on the show as a freshman. So now
Mhm.
she'll be in her third year, and
Yep.
that's a big accomplishment to just I think she's a really good role model to Indigenous girls
Yeah.
hockey players. So it's good to see their schedule came out too. So I don't know.
Oh, really?
We should go down like to say like Damon Gardner is playing at St. Cloud University now. If they go to Duluth, then say like Duluth on a Friday night, then drive to Bemidji the Saturday,
Oh, yeah.
catch a game, then just come home. 2 games in 2 nights or something like that.
Yeah.
But I want to go watch a college hockey game. It's something we should do in the winter time.
Yeah.
Shazam! That's funny. Shaquille O'Neal. Shit. Let's uh let's go to our interview with Luke.
Okay.
Luke How do you say his last name, Bush? Jirousek.
I would
Jirousek.
I would say Jirousek.
Yeah, that's how you say it.
Yeah.
It's not, this J's not silent.
No, not so he's not finished. Otherwise, it'd be Lucas Hirosik.
Herosek.
Jirosik. Like
Herosek.
like Yari Kurd.
Lucas Herosek. Jirosek.
Jirosik.
So, yeah, interesting fact. He's our first guest on the show who's from the Yukon, so I was pretty excited for that. So yeah, let's go to our interview with Lucas Jirousek. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey guys, welcome to our guest for episode 117. He is from Yukon, which makes him our first guest from Whitehorse, Yukon, which is a big honor for us because we had a lot of guests from all over Canada, and he's from Yukon. Rez Hockey would like to introduce our guest, Mr. Lucas Jirousek. Did I say it right?
You
Kind
got
of.
it. You got it on the money. That was perfect. Not many guys can do that first try.
Holy shit, I was nervous. Yeah, man, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. Pretty pumped to be here. First from the Yukon.
Yeah, man, that's I think I was trying to get your brother, but your brother never responded, so the hell
No
with
way.
it, I guess. I'm
I
pretty
can pull
sure I
some
did.
strings, but Sash,
Yeah.
he's not the greatest guy on his phone, but yeah, I'm sure he'd love to be on here. He's got a billion stories too.
I scout for a junior team in SIJ, and like Wasey messaged me and asked me if I could help him maybe come play out east here. So he gave me your brother's number and I texted him, and the guy never responded once. It's like, and Way
Yeah.
said he was like really bad for responding on his phone.
Yeah, he's still like that. It's ridiculous. Like even heading down to Freddie, Wasey would he'd have to text me to get a hold of Sasha. Just wasn't replying to anything.
Your brother's hilarious. I met your brother last year for the first time. Me and Waze picked him up at the airport, and he was nonstop. Like he had so many stories. I don't know if he was like excited to come to Saskatoon and play in the Freddy, but he was just like a little kid in a candy store. Just keep going and going. And finally, I said, "Let's have a quiet game and let's see how long we last." He didn't last long, maybe a minute.
I heard about that. The moment we got to Freddie last year, Wasey was just giving it to him, calling him the lip or the mouth
Yeah,
once.
he didn't stop once. It was funny. Even when we went to supper at Wasey's, he was just during supper. It was just, I think we had like baked spaghetti or something, but he was still yapping, and it was like,
Yeah,
holy man.
food's in his mouth. He's still going, eh?
Yeah, so it was good.
Uh,
Good kid though. It was we hit it off right away, and it was just really funny, and it's always good to laugh at situations like that. So it was cool.
yeah, he's like that with everybody. It's unreal. I've never met a guy who didn't like him.
That's a good thing, I guess, eh?
Yeah, on the ice, guys don't like him. You meet him off the ice, it's a totally different story.
Let's get started. Let's talk about your minor hockey. Where did you play? And because I was looking at your I guess your profile, it says Pacific Coast Academy. I never heard of that.
Yeah, that's like a I think they have a bantam program there now, but it's part of that school league, the CSSHL.
Okay, yeah.
And yeah, for my 15s, that's where I went. 15s and second year midget. Went up there to Pacific Coast in Victoria, BC.
How
And
was
I was
that?
oh, it was a crazy time because it's first time living with a billet family. And being a 15-year-old kid, I feel like that was the reins were a little bit loose and yeah, you're missing bedtimes, but it was pretty good. Got me ready for junior hockey for sure, going and playing with that school league.
Did you grow up in Whitehorse?
Yeah, until I was 12. Yeah, right around 12 or 13. Then I headed out to Lethbridge, Alberta, where my grandma lives. Mom's from there. That's where Kainai is. And
How was it? How was it growing up in Whitehorse?
oh, unreal. It was the best. It was of course kids now, they all have phones and I see kids just ripping around on their iPads, and back then, especially up here, there's none of that up here. So it's like you're biking over to your buddy's house and everybody has nets at their house. So you just pull them out. You're playing road hockey. Now it's evolved to roller hockey. That's what everybody does up here. But yeah, it was wicked. Always biking, always outside.
The hockey community up there is really tight knit. What can you tell us about the hockey community?
It's if you grow up in it, it'll never leave you. You know, like you'll go to the bar and or even just out in public, any guy you've played with in the past, they'll give you a handshake, just buddies, no matter how long ago you played together. And even like if you're still playing now, there's not too many guys who play when we're older. So like we'll have skills ice, and it'll be guys who are back home either in the NHL or like McKenna, the upcoming prospect. They'll be out there, and we'll have junior B guys and midget guys out there for the skills ice. So it'll be like 8 or 10 of us ripping around.
So where did you play your junior hockey?
Junior hockey, I played started in Summerland because I wanted to be a West Kelowna Warrior in the BCHL. And I went to their camp unsigned, and at that time didn't have an agent, didn't know anything. So probably was the worst thing to do, to go to a camp unsigned with a team who's got a full roster. And yeah, stuck it out there until I played one game against the V's, and I played about 2 shifts, got blown up by, I think it was Tyconic, just murdered me in the V's rink. I'm skating by the bench, they're all yelling at me, and yeah, skated off, go back, and Ryland Furster was the coach at the time, calls me to the front of the bus, tells me to meet with him in the office. I was like, oh yeah, there goes my stint with them. And yeah, went to the AJ, played for Olds, GP, and then finally Canmore. Loved it in Canmore, played there for a year, and finished my career out in Port Alberni in the BCHL.
What was there much difference between the AJ and the BC?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It was both unreal leagues, but very, very different from the experience that I had. The BC felt a little bit more showtime, you know, like the media was just on us a little bit more, and felt like you're more in the lights, and the play was the other thing. Like playing in the BC was just faster and more skilled, kind of more run and gun, less hitting, opposed to the AJ, which was just a bigger, tougher league.
What was your of all the junior rinks you played in, what was your favorite rink to play in?
Oh, that's a good one. The Beast is obviously up there. Um, I'd say Brooks. I liked playing in Brooks and Grand Prairie. Those ones were fun.
I heard that Grand Prairie has a really nice rink.
Oh, especially if they get their, like, if their fans are going, oh, that place is unreal. It's electric.
And the rink in Canmore is pretty sweet too, I heard.
Canmore, yeah, after they renovated it, my first year in the AJ, that was the worst rink I've ever. Them and Drumheller were the top two that I just didn't want to go play at. Then Canmore renovated their rink. It was pretty sweet after that.
Yeah, because I played in a beer league tourney in Canmore, and we had to play on a small rink because the big one was getting renovated. And so I never
Oh,
got
no.
a chance to play. Yeah, that was a while back. That was maybe that was before the pandemic, I guess.
Yeah, it was like 2018. I think they were doing it.
So were you playing junior hockey like during the pandemic?
Yeah, I did. I was in Port Alberni during the pandemic.
How did that affect everything? Like knowing it's your last junior season and all this shit happened.
It was probably the most stressful time being because I was a 20 bum. So I didn't have another year after that of junior hockey to give it another go. And there were so many options at the time because you didn't know what leagues were going, and especially in Canada, everything that was going on. And in the States, the null was going.
Yeah.
So like you're just sitting and waiting, and like you're seeing guys bouncing over to the null. You're like, oh, like, should I go to the States? And then you're seeing like NCAA is giving guys like a 5th year. So you're sitting here and that narrows down your teams that you can go to because
Yeah.
staying. Especially then, everybody was taking their 5th years. But it was pretty sweet. We had like a shortened season in the BC. It was like a pod season. And basically in 30 days, we had to play like 20, 22 games, which was my hips have never been tighter in my life than playing that stint. And practices, we practiced, I couldn't even tell you how long. Just practicing without games.
Yeah.
No.
What did you think about the BC leaving Hockey Canada? Was that a smart choice on their behalf, or?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I think I'd compare it to like now looking at it and seeing like 90% of their players are getting committed. Like they're obviously doing something right.
Yeah.
Um and obviously like that league brings in a lot of money. I'm actually a fan of it now. Like it becoming kind of like a super league for the CJHL, or not CJHL anymore, I guess. Like feels more like a USHL, like in
Okay.
Canada.
Yeah.
Even though I guess we do have the CHL already, which is kind of the same thing. Just
Would you compare the BC league to some major junior teams?
I think there's some teams that could compete. Definitely the top teams. I'd like to see how that would go. Maybe get a couple exhibition games or something.
That'd be pretty sweet. Yeah. After junior, you decided to attend Plattsburgh State, home of the Cardinals. Uh, what made you decide to go way over to New York?
It was honestly I was sold on the rink and the fans. And my old man was telling me about, because I was really close to going U Sports. I was either going MRU or Ottawa. Those were the two options at the time. And I decided I want to, or my dad was just telling me all about living the college life. You know, you only live once. So yeah, I'll give this a go. And went down, unbelievable fan base. Like every game, the rink's packed and they're loud and people are like, it felt like like if I never played major juniors, but I'm assuming like people are buying your jersey, like just lines for autographs when you're walking out. Like it felt pretty showtime. So I was a big fan of that.
Can you walk around campus and not give an autograph?
It's Plattsburgh's pretty cool with that. We have a pretty diehard fan base. So like we'll go to our dining hall and all the lunch ladies and everybody there knows the boys. And yeah, it's pretty sweet. Even just like you go to Target or Walmart, people know who you are.
Excuse me. What are you studying at Plattsburgh?
I'm a business administrations major, just like 90% of hockey players, I feel like. And I'll go to the same major there. Yeah, one more year of that. Finish it up next year.
So Plattsburgh is I was looking on the map. It's like south of Montreal.
Yeah, it's like from like you leave Montreal's airport, it's like an hour 15 minutes to get to Plattsburgh, which is pretty
So
wicked.
so when you fly out east, you just fly to Montreal, then just drive south?
Yeah, exactly. That's like I'll usually just park my car there in
Okay.
Montreal somewhere, and then I'll land, hop in my car, and go straight to Plattsburgh.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I was looking at your team website, your school athletics website, and they were showing pictures of your barn. Like it was packed. It was really cool. Like it has two sides, and it was just like all the pictures were like sold out. So
Yeah, it's like a semi bowl. We're just missing one wall with it's kind of like Sask's. They're just
okay,
missing
yeah,
one side,
yeah.
but we don't have the jumbotron. I've been my coach. We want one of those.
So what's a day in the life of a college student in New York?
It's during the season and or like off season, preseason, and mid season are all totally different things. Preseason, we're doing captain skates. You're not allowed your coaches on the ice, so we'll wake up, head to the rink for like 8 o'clock, play at 9 to 10:30, then hop off. And 11 o'clock is right when all of our classes start. So guys will just filter out to their classes. Like me, it's usually hop off the ice, shower, head over to whatever building I have to go to, grab a meal, come home, take a mid-class nap right in between, right, a little intermission right between classes. Usually take a pretty solid nap, wake up, go to my next class, then night times for homework or hanging with the guys.
So you live in a dorm and everything?
No, we're our first years, our freshmen have to live in dorms, but not the older guys. We all live in houses. We have like 4 different houses that guys live at on the team.
So how's that living with a bunch of your teammates?
Oh, it's the best. You know, you're just always surrounded by these guys and they're your best friends too. So it's like you're making meals with each other, you're hanging out, you know, you're driving to the rink every day. It's perfect. Helping each other with homework.
So if it was your turn to cook for the boys for your house, what are you cooking?
Oh, I'm a salmon guy. I find
Yeah?
salmon easy, you know, something you can just throw in the oven. No, it's perfect.
Are they big fans of your cooking?
Yeah, they respect it. There's definitely one of the top 2 cooks I'd say in my house. I don't want to start listening to this, but I'd say top 2 in the house.
Every time I go to the US, I love like I'll go to like Target or Walmart and just look at their food, like their grocery aisles, because they're totally different compared to Canada. Are you the same way?
It's yeah, it's something. I don't know how I feel about it. You know, it's nice because you do get more bang for your buck. Like you're
Yeah.
getting these big meals and so much variety, but at the same time, like you look at the health factor, like, oh, this is a billion things that I can't even name. Or like Dunkin' Donuts, you know, Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. I say it's that place is Tim's if like you merged Tim's and like carnival food. That's Dunkin' Donuts.
Because I know like their iced coffee, like they're really well known for their iced coffee, but I'm sure there's like 100 grams of sugar in one of those drinks.
It's so sweet. When I go there, I gotta go no sugar. I always have to ask for that because it's just like you take a sip and you have 2 new cavities. Just have to.
So like at Plattsburgh, does the team like when you guys travel, do they like supply meals and stuff like that for the team?
Yeah, I think it's our coaches who are our assistant coach runs like the meals. Like he's the one who decides what we're eating, and we'll get a text in the group chat like, "Hey boys, what are you feeling?" Or we'll get like different options like that we're allowed that we can
Yeah.
pick. And I mean, since our coaches are eating too, especially our assistant, he likes to bring us to some pretty good spots. So we're
Nice.
into that. Lots of barbecue for sure.
Just what about Chipotle? Do you like Chipotle?
Yeah, that's one of our favorites on the road and even during the winter sometimes.
Yeah.
Like the whole all of January, they pay like they get us dinners and lunches and breakfasts, and we'll like have Team Chipotle on our coach. Which is
Nice.
yeah, it's perfect.
What about hockey equipment? Like usually each school has an official supplier and stuff like that. Who's the team supplier for the Cardinals?
We're so we used to be Bauer, and I've asked my coach a couple times if we can go back to that. Like Bauer's pretty. I'm a Bauer guy. I love Bauer equipment, but I'm pretty sure we have a pretty good deal with Warrior, and I think it's most of the guys are Warrior guys, so they like the Warrior stuff. I'm a big like I love their sticks and their gloves, so we're a Warrior team. But then our women's team, CCM.
Oh. What
Yeah,
about like when they do they give you like one pair of skates per year, or do you have to supply your own skates?
no, we have to get our own skates. I wish that's one of the things I asked when I was first getting recruited there was, hey, do we get skates? And there was a trainer at the time who found me a pretty wicked deal. But no, we get our own. We have to get our own skates. Everything else is the team's got us, but skates we got to get ourselves.
So like for sticks, how many sticks do you get per season?
Oh, It's based on the guy. So they put in an order for everybody of like, I want to say 15 sticks a guy.
Yeah.
And they're like, most guys don't rip through 15 sticks. I don't like grip, and the sticks we got, I forgot to change my grip, so
Yeah.
it was super grippy. So I take sandpaper and I sand down my sticks, and I'd break. I think I went through over 20 sticks this year. I went through my own stock, and then I went to a different guy's like specs. Like I had to use one of my teammates' sticks because he didn't go through that many, and then I went through his sticks too. So yeah, end of the year, I went into my coach, I was like, hey, I have no sticks for summertime. So like we had to go in and like there were sticks, like my sticks from like 2 years ago before I was sanding them.
Wow, what flex do you use?
85.
85.
Yeah, and like I could definitely go 95, but I love the whip that 85 gives you. Like it's just perfect kick. That's my sweet point.
Yeah.
And
Wasey gave me a stick this year, one of his sticks that he uses during practice, and the guy actually went up 10 flexes. He's at 85 flex now.
Wasey was using 75 flex.
Yeah, because he gave me a stick last year and he gave me one this year, and the one from last year was a 75 flex.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the new thing that a lot of the younger guys are doing now. They're all using just taking full advantage of the whip that their sticks have. Like guys are using like 65s, 70s. It's like, oh, I don't know how you do that. Like I couldn't catch a puck with that. I have from Freddie. I have a funny story about Wasey and sticks. So it was after one of the games. Or I was either on the ice or talking to somebody, but I wasn't at our bench. And there's this kid like asking for sticks, and Wasey's standing there, and he grabs my stick. I'm not there. Like asks the bench, he's like, "Hey, is this anybody's stick? Hey, anybody? Is this?" And nobody answered because it was my stick, and I wasn't there. So Wasey gives this kid the stick, and then like I come off, and like he's like, "Oh, was that your warrior?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, that was my twig." And it wasn't one that I usually. It was a 75 flex just because I wanted to try it out. But then went for lunch with a couple of my Yukon buddies, like the guys who were down there, like the Quanlin Dunn team.
Yeah.
And this one guy's telling me, he's like, yeah, we haven't won a lot of games, but my kid's up like 4 sticks. And I'm sitting there right beside him, like probably an hour after like our game, like my stick like it was still fresh, the wound. And I like asked him, I was like, "Oh, you got a picture of that?" And he like pulls out his phone, he zooms in, and it's my stick laying on this hotel bed. I'm like, "Oh, there's no way."
Must be nice for Wasey to get a bunch of CCM sticks for free. And
Oh, he gave me 2, or I grabbed 2 from the tournament from him. Unbelievable sticks. I'm such a fan of those. Like I want to use them for the year coming up.
would you be allowed to use a different brand stick if
Yeah.
you guys were with Warrior?
Yeah, I think so. There's one guy on our team buys Bowers because he won't use the Warriors. So he just uses his own Bauer sticks.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Wasn't sure. But yeah, I was surprised that Wasey went up to an 85 flex. I
Yeah,
think it's like that. The older you get, the higher flex you get. Because like now, like I'm old school, like because like so used to using wooden sticks and like really like the 2-piece sticks were really stiff back in the day, and I used like 110 flex.
you used a 110? Or you
Yeah,
still
I still use a 110.
holy what was that transition like? I didn't even think of that. Like
It
going from
was really hard because I still remember my first one piece was like an orange Easton Synergy stick, and they were so light. I had to put like a pound of tape on it just to feel comfy because the like wooden sticks were always heavy, right? So
yeah,
it was hard to adjust to that weight.
like filling it up with water, putting it in the freezer, eh?
Pretty much. But yeah, I
Yeah.
had to put a candy cane on the stick just for it to gain some weight.
Yeah.
It was the weight part that was really hard to get used to. I remember that was like 20 more than 25 years ago.
Like, oh, what was it like getting hacked by one of those? Just
It
a two
hurt. Like the wooden sticks. Yeah.
oh, a
So
hot stick. Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
getting cross-checked, and like my arms used to be bruised and stuff like that. Like you'd be pissing blood, man. Just one
I
good
know.
cross-check.
Oh, net front battles must have been a nightmare back in the day. I didn't even think of that.
Oh, they were bad. Like the hacks,
The
like
padding wasn't as good either,
no,
eh?
no.
Holy
And
smoke.
like your legs, your calves would be just bruised from all the two-handers you would get.
Yeah, just warriors back in the
No,
day.
it was a different time, man. It was like caveman days, pretty much, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, swimming around clubs.
Yeah. Every man for himself and just whack whoever's skating by you.
Yeah, I don't know. I love using the whip and my stick. I wouldn't be able to handle a wooden one.
Yeah, it's totally different because I used to, when my son played and my kids played, and I'd said, "Do you want to use a wooden stick?" And they would say no. But I only would joke around with them because, but I wouldn't allow my kids to use a wooden stick back in their hockey days.
Like catching every pass for sure, though. Everything that hits that just definitely just stops right on a dime, eh?
Like an Al McInnes, his shot was like 103 miles per hour using a wooden stick.
That's just all muscle, eh?
Pretty much, because those sticks barely flexed, right? So,
Yeah,
but
breaking one of those.
yeah, I remember I used to cross check guys and break my sticks over them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, so imagine that guy's back. Oh, that's feeling, eh?
like the one of the last native tournaments, I remember I had this wooden stick and I crossed a guy right in the arm and it just broke my stick. I thought I broke his arm, but I
Yeah, I
didn't.
couldn't
But
imagine that. Were you a guy who's like curving it? Like you got the torch
yeah,
on?
we used to do the blowtorch and just play around with our curves and stuff like that. But it would that would just really ruin it because it would just make the wood elf like really bendable and it wouldn't really stand too good. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
So
I
yeah,
thought
because it's fiberglass, I guess, like a fiberglass lining around the wooden blade. So that would just really it would crack and it wouldn't keep in place too much for too long. So
so unless you were in the NHL just getting fed unlimited lumber, yeah, that
oh, yeah, for
wasn't.
sure. Yeah. But for us guys that would like I remember we used to get like 6 wooden sticks at a time. So and we had to
Yeah.
make them last.
Yeah, you're not going through 20 sticks a year, eh?
No, not with the wooden sticks. I think maybe 6 to 10, I remember we would go through.
Yeah, they're setting you up for failure. How are you supposed to make the show if you're not using a curve, you know?
Yeah, I know, right? The good old coho revolutions.
The co-host. They need to bring back co-host.
They should. That and like Jofa, like the old school Jofa. I'm trying to find a Jofa helmet, like a Gretzky Jofa helmet, just to wear, like fooling around beer league, but I can never find one.
That would
I
be legendary going out beer leagues with that.
I found a Timu Solani Jofa helmet, the like the big Jofa ones. I
Yeah,
found one of those at a yard sale for 50 cents, but I don't know what my kid did with it. I don't know. So he lost it somewhere. I had this nice Cooper helmet one time and he freaking sold it on me. So like my kid's kind of my
it's just
son Nick that was with me at the Freddy.
yeah.
Yeah, he sold my nice Cooper bucket and he's like does shit like that to me in my hockey equipment, like the old retro stuff I'll find. He'll go and sell it on me.
He's trying to get you to retire, eh?
Yeah, I
Holy.
know. So
Doesn't want you playing old timers, breaking guys' arms or what? Holy.
what's the life of a college hockey player during the off season in the summer? Like what do you do now? Like what are you up to this
Oh,
summer?
yeah, right now, it's just wake up and I have work at 8 o'clock. So wake up, work out at 6. I'm pretty lucky. We have a pretty solid gym at our house. And my dad actually used to be a trainer. Used to train hockey players back in the day. I think he's thinking of getting back into it. But yeah, now it's just a personal trainer in my own house. So I'll come
Nice.
out here, work out with him. Sash will come in, join us. And yeah, when we're finishing up, he'll go upstairs, cook us breakfast because it's usually a tight turnaround between finishing lift and then got to go to work. So
Your
eat
brother
breakfast.
cooks you guys breakfast?
No, my dad. My
Oh,
dad.
okay. I was like, I didn't know that kid can cook.
He's Gordon Ramsay, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, he's good around a stove. It's kind of nuts. I wouldn't. Nobody expects it. Just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
With dishes, but he'll cook for sure.
That's
It's
neat.
but yeah, head to work. Um, Usually do that till around 4 to 5. Come home and like usually there's something to do with one of the guys around here. Either we're playing road hockey, going playing basketball. Right now it's watching the Oilers lose in playoffs, so that's kind of tough. And getting for me personally, getting older, stretching. Never thought I was invincible back in the didn't have to do it. Like I finished up Freddie and I couldn't walk for like 4 or 5 days. Like my core,
Yeah.
that's something I've never had like seize up on me, but my core seized up and like I couldn't bend down to like tie my shoes. Like I didn't look like I was in my 20s at all. It was nuts. But yeah, and then do all that, eat dinner, hang with the guys. Once summer gets a little bit warmer up here, probably get into a lot of hiking, biking, and fly fishing. That's a big thing up here.
What kind of fish do you guys do for fly fishing up there?
Fly fishing, we're getting a lot of grayling usually, grayling and
Really?
rainbows.
Okay,
And
trout. Yeah, nice,
yeah, then we have pretty wicked lake trout,
nice.
lake trout and pike.
Oh
That's
wow,
a trophy fish up here.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was just laughing at you guys. Like, wait till you hit your 40s, man. You play five games in like 3 days, man. Your body just shuts down. Like I mentioned, like off air, like there's days where my body just feels like I can't do it on Sundays no more because it just shuts down from all the hockey. Like from the time I was a teenager, from like in my 30s, I was playing like hardcore hockey, and now just in my 40s, my body's just finally just shuts down Sundays. It
Yeah.
sucks. And I know it too.
It's yeah, you see it coming. Hey, it's a full-time thing until your body says no, no longer
Yeah.
for you.
So
That's the thing I don't like. Judd, we were talking about earlier, Blackie. Hey, that
yeah.
guy. Oh my goodness, like 2 minutes, double shifting. He's the same from game one as he is like game 7 or 8. It's unbelievable.
Did you ever ask him about his breathing technique?
No, I've heard about that though.
If you ever watch him like during a game, the way he breathes, like I always wondered about that, and that's something I always forget to ask him.
His mouth always looks closed. I don't get it. Like I'll hop off from warm-ups, my mouth's fully open, mouth breathing, catching flies, eating snow, and then I look over at Judd and it's just straight out of the nostrils. I've tried it, can't do it.
Because we were watching your first game, and Jay was breathing that way, and Bush goes, "Hey, he's breathing." I was like, and I just looked at Bush. I was like, "Of course he's breathing. He's moving." But Bush just meant just the way Judd breathes with his like his cheeks. I don't know how to explain it, but I think you have to see him live to really understand his breathing technique in it. So it's
That,
really cool to see, right? It's
that's just a veteran thing, eh? Like I don't know. Like you just have to pick that up from somewhere. Because like even Yellow and Wasey, like they were in Ira, they were all able to go on like our final game in the semis at Freddie. They're all going for full shifts, and then I'm out here supposed to be young and fit. I'm just dead. I'll go out there for 10 seconds and my legs it feels like I'm in quicksand.
speaking of the Freddie, Wasey had to play D. Like, who would have thought Wasey looked like a natural defenseman out there?
Yeah, I've never seen Wasey play D, didn't know he could do it. And in our first game, it was the third period, one of our D got kicked out of the game. So we're sitting there with 4D. And Wace is like, because we had 4 full lines of forwards. And Wace just hops to the end of the bench to where the D were. I was just standing there. It's like, there's no way. Like, Wasey plays D. He went out there and he was just a lights out, stay at home D man, making the solid first pass, holding the blue. I was like, this guy, no way he's never played D before. Maybe with the Blades, like in practice, he's hopping out and just getting D reps. Like, I don't know where he learned that.
The one thing I was teasing him about his first game, his nickname's Toe Dragon. For the
Oh yeah.
listeners who don't know Wasey, but he did try a toe drag and he messed up. and that's the only attempt he did all weekend. Did you see that?
Really?
Yeah,
I was gonna say it looked like he was keeping it pretty simple out there, just making the good first pass, making the. I didn't see him go for too many toe drags.
yeah, he did one, and he messed up, and that was it for the weekend. So I was kind of bugging him about that. So, but you were able to play with your brother. How is it like? How special is it to play in such a big platform and play along with your brother?
It's unbelievable playing with everybody from Kainai especially, but like him in particular. I don't get to hop on the ice with him too often for games
Yeah.
other than native tournaments. So yeah, why and especially because back in the day, like he'd hop out, like even last year for Kainai, and he'd play not too much in a game. And this year, him playing, like having a bigger role was I was so proud watching him out there, watching him snap pucks, hold the blue. Especially, yeah, he even though he totally looked me off for a celly in that first game for his goal, it's like his brother's on the ice right behind him. He tucks one. I'm thinking, oh, I'm getting a hug for sure. No, straight to the flyby.
What about playing like we mentioned, Wasey and Judd and Colton? Like those guys are legends, and being able just to watch them, because I know if I was playing with them, I'd probably just sit on the bench and just be in awe, because those guys are still like awesome athletes.
Yeah, they're like they just they're unbelievable mentors. Like you just take notes from what they're doing out there and like how like Judd, how he's treating his body, the patience he has, how he stick handles like that. Like you can have poise, play with your head up. Yellow, like that guy can just shoot a puck like no other. Same thing. He just has confidence, just holds onto the puck till there's an open guy, like and not just any open guy. Like he'll find all like just the right pass every time. And Wace, like he's been huge. When I was younger, especially asking him like for advice growing up, like I was maybe 14, 15 years old and doing like face-off drills with Wasey when he used to come up to Whitehorse for hockey camps. And like he was one of the guys who helped my game a lot. I was doing a skills ice with him, and we did like a 3-on-3 and just watching how he would like just control the play by like slowing it down. Like you don't have to rush every play like that. What like their poise, I'd say, was the best thing. Like watching how like you can slow the game down, take control that way. You don't have to be like go all the time.
We mentioned that you have one more year of school left. I know it's kind of early, but do you have any plans once you're done school?
Yeah. I don't think it doesn't for people who don't know hockey or live hockey, I don't think they get it. But yeah, I want to go play in the coast, East Coast or AHL. That's the goal. Then yeah, hopefully right after like before like right because our season finishes before the pro seasons. After the school season next year, want to make the jump straight to the coast.
Did it give you confidence knowing that, yeah, you're able to play at that level, knowing that you played against guys who currently play like in the A or in the Coast or the SP at the Freddie?
Yeah, it's like Freddie especially, that's one of the confidence boosters I'd say for like making that jump. It's like it'd be different if I was just playing in my league and just like watching other guys or playing against guys who like make the jump and maybe won't stick or something. But um like yeah, playing against those guys and seeing that like, oh, I like some of the guys I feel confident that I'm better than then, not to sound cocky.
Yeah.
Um it definitely is a big confidence booster. But then at the same time, like you watch those guys and you take notes on like, okay, what are these guys doing? Like how's their game like transit like how does my game need to transition to that pro level,
Yeah.
one of
Uh,
the oh sorry
oh, go ahead.
no like watching that Owen Hendrick for example like wasn't doing anything flashy but just calm, just powerful skater, just made
Yeah.
made the solid first play, like watching those guys and then like coming down the wall against that guy, you know like thinking all right like being on the ice with five of these guys like just thinking okay can I do this.
What what advice would you give young players who are playing junior and that want to make that step to college hockey?
I'd say honestly play their game. You know, it's like wherever you go, you're gonna know yourself best. Like you don't need to if you get traded to a place in juniors, you don't need to try to become a goal scorer if that's not who you are. Um, if you are a goal scorer and you go from one league to another, you don't have to become a fighter just because it's a new league. You know, just play your game and put the work in when nobody's watching. You know, like it's easy to go out there when 20 guys are on the ice and just put in the work there and then come home and slack off, go to bed, not work out, not get better in the gym, don't not stretching, shooting. I'd say just putting in the work wherever you can. It's gonna help you a lot. And even on the ice, like try your best not to take days off, you know? Like every practice is an opportunity.
Okay, before we let you go, we'll finish our interview with what we always call the 5 rapid niche questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Question number 1, baked or fried bannock?
Oh, fried. Easy.
Question number 2, ever use a bed sheet for a curtain or a door?
Yeah, I have. I have when I was living in Lethbridge, I did.
Question number 3, ever see Ernest Muniz live in concerts?
No, that's never. It's a crazy question.
It is, yeah. Question number 4, Indian taco or bannock burger?
Indian taco. Indian.
Fifth and last question, can you jig?
I can. I'm not good, but I can. And it's all from visual experience. Never been taught. Just try
So
it
you're
out.
self-taught, eh?
Yeah, self-taught jigger.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Luke. Thanks for coming on the show. We really appreciate it. I really had a good time last week hanging out with you and the boys, Kind Eye Brave. So I really appreciate you coming on the show, man.
Yeah, sweet. Thanks for having me.
Well, take care. Have a good rest of the summer, and hopefully we'll cross paths once again in the near future.
Hopefully I see you more native tourneys, eh?
Yeah, for sure, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, you too.
Hi.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back with our from our interview with Luke. It was a great kid. It's fun. It was fun sitting around with him. And unfortunately, Bush wasn't able to attend. He had it was too late for him. He was in bed, to be honest. That it was because I interviewed him yesterday at 10 o'clock our time,
Oh,
which was 8 o'clock his time because there's a 2-hour difference in the Yukon. So I was pretty sure. Oh, speaking of the devil, Scotty Daniels just sent me a video on Facebook. I'll watch it when we're off air. No, I'll watch it now. See what Scotty 32-second video. He's takes a picture of the looks like a harbor front kind of. It's been, I don't know if the camera hasn't moved in 20 seconds. Oh, it's moving now. He's showing me the water in Japan. But then he shows me a building. I'll send it to you.
okay.
Watch it. He's very good. What do you call a cameraman? Video. No.
Videographer.
Yes, that's the word. This guy should be like a social media influencer. So that's Scotty Daniels. Did you like the one he sent me when he was like
Yeah.
driving in a Uber or a car
Yeah.
and he just nods his head at the end?
That's funny.
That's awesome. This week's Rez Hockey top 5 Memorial Cup winners.
All right.
There's a lot of Indigenous hockey players that played in the Memorial Cup, but this top 5 we're only gonna focus on players that were on the show.
Mhm.
There's a lot of great Indigenous players that won the Memorial Cup, like won and as a player and coach, like George Armstrong, the late George Armstrong won it as a player and coach. So unfortunately, we didn't include him, but he's right up there as one of the best. And these are just there's really no 1 to 5. These are just
Yeah.
there's just random order. 2008 Spokane Chiefs, Judd Blackwater. Juddy, that's the year Spokane, like the cup fell. They broke the cup while on the ice after the presentation. It was always funny because the looks on their faces
Oh,
pretty comical. 1985 Prince Albert Raiders, Danny Hodgson. That's the year like Danny scored like 186 points or something like that for the Raiders and just totally dominated. Number 3 on Rez Hockey Top 5 Memorial Cup winners. 1993 Sioux Greyhounds, Gary Roach. Gary was a good defenseman with the Sioux Greyhounds, which was coached by Ted Nolan.
mm.
I think they made it to the Memorial Cup 3 years in a row, but they won the last year that they played in it. Next on our list is 2007 with the Vancouver Giants, Mr. Toe Dragon himself, Wasey Rabbits.
Yeah.
I totally forgot Wasey won a Memorial Cup. And fifth and last, or first, fifth, third, second, third, whatever. 2013 with the Halifax Mooseheads, Trey Lewis. So Trey, Wasey, Gary, Dan, and Juddy, all Memorial Cup winners, which is, I think it's probably harder to win it than the Stanley Cup, right?
Yeah.
Because you got to do your league playoffs. That's what, 4 rounds? No,
Mhm.
3 rounds of playoffs there. Then you got to play the best of the champions of each Canadian Hockey League.
Yeah.
So that's a pretty impressive list right there. Did I send you the clip of Kelly's interview?
Yes. That's
Uh,
funny.
Kelly
That's pretty funny.
Babstock, former guest of the show, episode 22, did an interview, like a post game or during the intermission interview, and she kind of said the F-bomb by accident. It
Yeah, I
was
knew, yeah. She apologized.
she apologized right away, but it was awesome to see Kelly in Boston. Will play game 5 tomorrow against Minnesota for the PWHL championship. Game 4, Minnesota thought they won it. They scored in overtime, but it was goalie interference, so the goalie was called off. Then Boston came back like a couple of minutes later and scored the win to make it for game 5, which is a best out of 5 series. So tomorrow's down like game 5, man. It's pretty exciting. How bad do you feel for a team that did that? Like they celebrated, jumped on the ice, threw their gloves and helmets, thinking that they won, but it was referees did a review and it was interference. Like, do you think the players feel embarrassed knowing
Yeah.
that they celebrated like that big and like shit, we gotta play again?
um, well, you're taught to play the whistle, right?
Yeah.
And you should you should know that it's going to be reviewed if it's any type of contact with the goalie. Like you should just, I don't know, check yourself.
Just imagine if they would have did that in what 98 or 99 when Dallas Stars won the cup with Brett
Oh,
Hall
yeah.
when his foot was in the crease.
Distinctly in the crease.
Like they
Yeah.
should have did that,
That'd
right?
be riots
So
against Buffalo.
against Buffalo, yeah.
Yeah.
His foot was right in the crease. That was the worst rule ever.
Horrible. Yeah.
Man. That was like Gary Bettman trying to make things
He's
better in hockey.
Trying to Americanize the game. I don't know.
There's a big hockey tournament
Ooh.
in an Enoch Cree Nation in Alberta. It's called the River Cree's Indigenous Summer Cup. It's taking place July 5th to the 7th at River Cree Casino, where they have 2 nice rinks. And they're like NHL size rinks too, so they're pretty legit. This is interesting because $75,000 guaranteed in cash and prizes. First place will win a total of $50,000 in cash.
Ouch.
And second place, it says second place will win $25,000 in prizes. That's I wonder what kind of prizes that, like what gift certificates, and here's a couple free nights room at the River Creek Casino, or here's some slot play. Here's here's $25,000 in slot plays or Keno games.
Some keto credits.
Yeah. Should that be in cash prizes as well, or that's never noticed that before. That it just says $25,000 in prizes. What they all get a TV each, and
Yeah.
is that guaranteed? Like, will cash be included in this prize? But 50 grand though, that's big cash. So Bush and I, we made a list
Yes.
of players that if we had no budget, if we had say Bush and I won Lotto Max, and we like, I want to put together the best of the best for a Rez tourney team. This tourney would be it, because I'm sure players will want to play for a chance to win $50,000 as a team. So Bush and I made a list of 9 forwards, 6D, and 2 goalies. I don't know Bush's list. I'm sure he's on his list. So go ahead, Bush.
Okay.
Give your 17 players.
Hang on. Trev,
Yeah. Oh, you gotta put the
the goggles on. All right. For forwards, I got a 3 boys. All right. I got Judd, Wayseed, and Colton. My next batch of forwards, I got Troy Lewis, Bryce, and Keyshawn Gervais. You follow?
Yeah.
And then my next set of forwards, I got Dwayne, I got Chewy, and I got Kerry Terrence. Or
Ooh.
Sweden, Kerry Terrians.
Terrians.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm way sorry, man. I was so nervous in that arena.
I don't think he's ever gonna forgive you, man.
I know. You see his eyes when I said his name. He just kind of.
Surprised he didn't walk away.
I know. Okay, now my defense. I got Zach, White Cloud, Ethan Bear.
Oh shit. I didn't even do NHL players. I just did like minor league players and stuff.
Oh, I got Owen Hedrick, Brandon Montour. Now the problem with those guys is they're all right-handed. I got Trey Lewis, and I got Brody Tallman.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, he was man, he was such a good defenseman back. Well,
He's really
was.
mature for his age as a defenseman.
Yeah. He made some really, really smart moves out there with Karnai. Like just some moves that I wouldn't even think to make, and he just made those moves and And then for D, I got Sinclair and Roddy Ross.
That's a pretty impressive list.
Is that Roddy Ross out there?
Is that Roddy Ross? Hey, look, he's breathing. It's funny that we talked about that last night. Luke and I told Luke our story about how you said that, Jed. Hey, he's breathing.
Oh boy.
Okay, here's my list.
Okay.
My 9 forwards, I got Judd Blackwater.
Yep.
Colton Yellowhorn, Connor Roulette, Riley McKay, Damian Giroux, Mason Mitchell, Troy Lajeunesse, Damon Gardner, and Justin Nakbar. I didn't pick Wasey because I think he's semi-retired. So, but I would totally ask. I'd ask him to coach. Wasey's
Yeah.
my coach.
Oh yeah. Well, on my team, he'd be player coach.
Yeah, he'd be like a Reg Dunlop. On my D, I didn't include NHL players, but I didn't even think to include them. I got Owen Hedrick,
Yeah. Mhm.
Troy Williams, Brady Keeper, Trey Lewis, Hunter Mayo, and Caden Butterfly.
Oh yeah.
I like imagine Caden and Trey as a defensive partners.
That'd be
You know how
nice to
many
watch.
big hits it would do?
Aqua
Who were we watching? We were watching
sauce.
Aqua Sostany, and who were they playing?
I don't know. Our Mills.
And Caden was just laying out these
Yeah.
poor guys. I just felt
Well,
bad.
he had that one nice hip. There wasn't a hip check, shoulder to shoulder, right in front of us. It was
Yeah,
early on in the first period.
against the boards. Then
Yeah.
he hit someone else. All you hear is a big pop. It's like, jeez. Then my goalies would be Mark Sinclair, sorry, and Mr. Pink himself, Devin Buffalo. Gotta
Oh,
go
yeah.
with Dev. Gotta go with the vet. So
Yeah.
that'd be my list. You know, how much money do you think that'd be? There's what, 17? 17. Okay, this 17. 17 times. You're probably paying the guys to play at least 100,000, I think.
Yeah, you're looking at minimum $5,000 a player. That's $85,000.
Then you gotta pay their meals and their hotels and their
Yep.
travel to get to Edmonton.
So you're looking at a good 120 grand.
I say 150, just budget 150,000.
150 grand to win 50 grand.
Yeah,
That's okay though.
that's okay. I could see someone doing that, making
Yeah.
an all-star team like this and just stacking. I mean, stacking their team like really pretty. That's a deadly team, though. I think we just don't even play. Just give us the first place money.
Yeah.
But I would love to see a team like that. If there's a indigenous person that was Lotto Max, can you please give us money to stack a team?
Yes.
On Friday's draw, I only wanted $2.
I got one number right.
So I don't know what is that $2? Is that two numbers right? So I'm not even close.
Yeah, two numbers, like maybe three.
Oh
It's not
geez,
much.
it's Tuesday. I forgot to buy some.
It's Tuesday night, yeah. Tuesday
Yeah,
night
it's
draw.
too late now. So damn it. Congratulations to the Moose Jaw Warriors. They beat the Drummondville Voyageurs 5-3 to make it to the semifinals of the Memorial Cup. So Pavel, the Cree Rocket, McKenzie, and the Warriors are going to the semis. So that's awesome. 50 grand though. Holy jeez. Say, yeah, 18 players. 18 players divided by 50,000. Or 50. I'm so bad at math. Divided by 18. That's like $2,777 each. Imagine spending over 100 G's though for a tournament. That's crazy, man. We gotta win Lotto Max. When we
Yeah.
win Lotto Max, or like each month, Bush and I, we usually buy Thunder Bay Regional Hospital 50-50 tickets because it goes over $1 million every month. So
Yeah.
if we win 50-50 tomorrow, which is tomorrow's the draw, we'll do that. I'll spend 150,000 to win that.
Yep.
And we won't even take none of the winnings. We'll distribute it.
Yeah. Just yes.
Jeez. So it'd be like 150,000 in a hole.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's okay.
Because you would have over 800,000 left in your bank account.
I think it's over. I think it's like 1.3 million. Oh, it's 1.4. So you still get a 1.2 million.
Yeah.
If you spend.
But if we win Lotto Max, imagine how sick our 40+ team is gonna be.
Friggin' race, man.
Yeah.
If we ever win Lotto Max, I would go to every tournament that you're allowed open hockey.
Yeah.
Then I would just totally stack my team. Best of the best. I
Yeah.
wonder if teams would stop showing up if knowing that like we're multi-millionaires and we're stacking our teams and knowing that okay, it's the same team. We're not going to put in the team because we can't beat them. But then again, come hockey season, a lot of these players won't be there. Like Judd,
Mhm.
Connor, Riley, Damian, Troy, Damon, Justin, Owen, Troy,
Yeah.
Brady, Hunter, Mark. They'll all be gone. So
Yeah.
I guess we gotta scout more players.
Okay.
I guess we gotta put ourselves on here somewhere. The 7th and 8th defenseman, and the ref comes to our bench. Sorry guys, you can't dress 8 defensemen in a game. If you're only allowed 7 defensemen and you and I are the 8th, who would we just take turns playing a game? Hey Bush, it's your turn. Good luck. Don't get killed out there.
You got this one, Trev. I'm okay.
What about the championships? Or I would let you play the championship games, then I would just come on, like you know how they have the Black Aces or Taxi
Oh,
Squad
yeah.
on the Stanley Cup Finals. They just get dressed and come on the ice.
Mhm.
I would take one for the team and let you play and just come on the ice afterwards. If we were gonna make like jerseys, now what kind of jerseys would we make? What color? That's a good question.
Teal.
Teal, like the like the 90s San Jose
Yeah.
Sharks.
Mhm.
That or like the first original San Jose Shark colors, the teal
Yeah.
and the black. That's classic. Yeah, I would totally go that. Would you ever wear a Toronto Maple Leaf colors if you were playing for a team and they had leaf colors?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, that's I would totally go with the teal. Then you got to get matching helmets, gloves, shells, and everything.
Oh yeah.
That's yeah. Come on, Lotto Max. I'll buy some Friday.
Yep. Me too.
Then I'll go to Toronto Saturday. No, I'll go Toronto Sunday. Office is open Monday morning and stand outside the building in downtown Toronto.
Yeah.
Banging on the door. Let me in. I want
Let me in. Hey.
And I would wear a mask
Mm,
because I wouldn't want people to know. Would you
that's
wear a
good.
mask or
No, I would hire someone who I trust, a financial advisor or lawyers to claim it
I'd
for
be
me
your
on my
financial
behalf.
advisor?
Oh,
8%.
okay. That's okay. Then is your name splattered all over Canada.
Okay, that's all right. On behalf of Dennis Major,
Oh,
I'm happy to accept. That's 50 million divided by 0.08. 625,000. Never mind, I want more than 8%.
You're doing your math wrong, bro.
I don't that's not 8% of 50 million is not 625,000, is it?
0.08 times 70 million.
Oh, I didn't do
It's
I
you
did,
get you'd get 5.6 mil.
don't be cheap, man.
Okay.
0.08. 875,000?
No, it's percentage. It's 0.08 times 70 million.
I did that 0.08 times 70. Yeah. Oh, 5. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry, Bill Nye, the science guy. Jeez. Here we are, just wishful thinking
Yeah.
what we're gonna do with our 70 million. Or I would put on a tournament. 100,000 first
Oh,
place.
yeah.
That'd be a good one. Yeah, let's do that when we win.
30 grand for second place. Give them a little incentive to play. Like don't just make the final and just purposely do it,
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
I would do maybe 100 first place, 40 or 30 second because
Yeah.
that's a big gap. Like Let's play hard, boys. Because what do you want? 40 or 100?
Yeah.
Free admission to all the fans.
Yes.
I think we have something here.
Yeah, we got something going.
Where would we have these games?
Not Kenora.
No.
Because we need a little bit. We need like something like the old MTS ice.
Or the one. Well, there's not too many people like seating capacity wise at that one in Winnipeg. Unless you have it in Winnipeg, like that fourplex. There's 4 ice sheets on that rink.
Yeah.
But then you have your finals like at the MTS Center.
That's it. The
That's
finals
it.
at like 8 p.m. at the yeah. There we go.
Should we invite teams or just have teams sign up?
We gotta invite teams.
Then we'll call it the Rez Hockey Podcast Invitational.
Yes.
Damn, we're gonna start planning.
Yeah.
If you want a spot for the Rez Hockey Podcast Hockey Invitational, shoot us a message and we'll put you down. So eventually we'll win Lotto Max and you'll be on the.
Well,
you'll be on our list of play. How many teams?
8.
Ooh, 8 teams that won 100 G.
Yeah, no, have it. I don't know.
Yeah, I would go low. Maybe 12 the max.
12, yeah, you're right. 12.
12 the max, maybe 10.
But have playoff pools like seeding wise. No, you have 16 teams.
16 teams and
have
one
round robin, seed them, and then 1, 8, 2, 7. Like
so the top 8 teams make it in that, or have how they have like the Sweet 16 for college basketball, just to have 1 16, 2. We'll do it that way.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
There we go. So everyone makes the playoffs regardless.
Yeah.
I like that. Let's go.
Okay.
I'm getting excited now.
Okay, yeah. We have to win, bro. We absolutely have to win.
So do you pick numbers with your Lotto Max or you just quick pick?
I quick pick them.
I do numbers. I do numbers, $6 numbers and a $6 quick pick.
Yeah.
So
I used to get my kids to pick them because it was just as random as a quick pick. So
yeah.
Right.
Okay, well,
all right.
Good to know that we have a big tournament coming up and
in
the near future. And if
we'll be hosting it.
Yeah, if you want to volunteer, and we will be paying our security guards maybe $10,000 for the weekend. So if you want to make a quick 10 G's work in 3 days, let us know. What else do you need? You need security. You need the door people that work. You don't need the door people because it's going to be free, right?
Yeah, it'll be free.
So there you go. So who else do we need? Won't need canteen people, but
no.
Imagine if you go to somewhere like Winnipeg, it's like 15,000 people for the MTS Center or Canada Life, and you sell out for like the finals of a native tournament. Or even if you get 10,000, it'd be like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
So the first annual Rez Hockey Podcast Invitational Tournament will be coming to Winnipeg, Manitoba. We will keep playing Lotto Max to figure out a date. But 100,000 first prize.
Date to be determined.
Yes.
Yeah.
Second place, we'll go 40.
Yeah.
We won't have a B championship. We'll just have first and second.
Yeah.
No 1A or B championship. We'll just winner take all.
Mm-hmm.
And the MVPs will get an additional, let's say 5,000 for best forward, best goalie, best defense, MVP. And so you could win you could win an extra 10,000. Or we should go with fan favorite too. Let's go with fan favorite.
Fan favorite, yeah.
So you could win big bucks, guys. So mark it on your calendars. Don't even have a date.
Yeah.
So looking forward to that tournament. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us for episode 117. Bush is at work, so we gotta let him go back to work. He's been taking a 4-hour break, so he needs to get back to work. How are you gonna feel tomorrow if the Oilers lose and go down 3-1 in the series?
I will definitely feel worried.
You kind of have an alfalfa thing going on right
I
now. You see
didn't
that?
see that. You
It's
took a
still
picture of it,
there.
didn't you?
Yeah.
I
No, I
knew
didn't
you.
take a picture.
You think it doesn't matter? You could just take a screenshot because it's recording it, right?
Either way, you'll see it on you'll see it on YouTube.
I know. It's too hot. Kakami.
Shit. Well, okay, but thanks for joining us this week. I have some. I'm going to Edmonton. I'm going to Edmonton for a work trip, a field trip with youth. So we might not have a show because I'll be pretty busy chaperoning. So
Mhm.
should be interesting. Come here, you little caca head. Get over here. Bush is still playing with his alfalfa here.
Yeah, it's right there. Okay, I'm not gonna.
This is going to be on YouTube, so
I know. Who can make the best meme?
yeah, thanks for joining us. Actually, I have someone special that's going to come on the show in a couple of weeks. Let's just say she won $1 million.
Oh,
That's my clue.
nice.
Do you know who that is?
I don't know the name right now, but I know who it is.
But do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's exciting.
That's going to be our first, well, no, be our second person that is not
TV personality.
Yes. So I'll just leave it at those words or that clue. So we're looking forward to that and having that person on the show. So well, anyways, have a good week, guys. Oiler fans. I feel sorry for you guys, but 7 games is still a long ways to go.
Mhm.
So keep the faith, as Bon Jovi would say.
Yeah.
Keep the faith. Okay, you guys have a good week. We'll talk to you guys again. Peace.
Peace.